The title of my topic this morning is Prayer Makes a Difference. The 1940s, particularly 1942, 43, and 44, were a very difficult time for England. German bombers were bombing London, and the explosions could be felt all throughout the southern and southeastern part of England. Northern cities were attacked as well. In 1944, in the spring, Hitler's panzer divisions had come across Europe, and the lowlands of Europe had fallen. Places like Belgium and France and the Netherlands had fallen before the tanks of Rommel's armies. The Allied forces had their backs to the wall at the English Channel, and if you read the annals of Winston Churchill, he indicates that he felt that maybe, at most, they would be able to evacuate 3,000 to 4,000 of the Allied forces. These were very, very dark days. On May 28, 1944, King George VI, had a day of fasting and prayer. Lights were on in little churches all across the British Isles. Schools stopped to pray. Shops stopped for prayer. And there was an earnest prayer movement that was developed not only on that day, which was a national day of prayer and fasting, but it was a prayer movement that was developed all across Britain. People knew that if God did not deliver them, there was no hope for this country. As they prayed, something miraculous happened. Reading the historical accounts, we still are not fully sure. When Rommel's army was 10 miles from Dunkirk, where the Allied forces were trapped on every side and they had the English Channel behind them, when Rommel's army was 10 miles from Dunkirk, Hitler contacted Rommel and he said to him, "Halt, just wait." That was a mysterious command when the Allied forces were in the grip of the panzer divisions. The second thing that happened was very unusual. When those tanks stopped, within 24 hours, there was a terrible storm on the continent side. So when the order came to attack again, the storm was so furious, the mud was so thick that it slowed them down. Surprisingly enough, it was calm in England, and the English Channel was calmer than it would have been in years. That gave Churchill the opportunity to get everything that floated across the English Channel, and rather than evacuating 3,000 to 4,000 that Churchill thought might be possible, they evacuated 335,000. It is called the Miracle of the Evacuation of Dunkirk. In the annals of divine history, when history is ultimately written, prayer changed the course of this nation. Prayer changes the course of history.
You pray.